Welcome to Vita Vetus. If you love cozy farmhouse charm with a touch of holiday magic, you're in the right place. Today, we'll explore Jonathan Knight's timeless living room makeover, one cozy corner at a time. Stay with us through the end for all 30 inspiring, heartwarming ideas. We begin on the front porch, where Jonathan Knight's holiday charm greets us with vintage lanterns, potted evergreens, and a plaid blanket casually thrown over a rustic bench. It's a welcoming scene that sets the tone for the warm and timeless farmhouse touches that follow inside. Step through the door into a calm and thoughtful entryway. A distressed wood console table, pine cones, and an aged mirror create a festive yet refined vignette. Every detail speaks of quiet beauty and comfort, gently ushering us into the heart of the home. Just beyond, the mudroom blends utility and style with wire baskets, plaid scarves, and galvanized bins. Jonathan's signature rustic charm is on full display here, reminding us that even the most practical spaces deserve holiday magic. We now enter the living room, where a grand stone fireplace takes center stage. Draped in cedar garland and soft twinkle lights, it radiates warmth and tradition, an iconic farmhouse focal point ready to host cozy winter nights. Near the hearth, an oversized farmhouse clock hangs above a linen chair, framed with garland and delicate ornaments. It's a quiet accent that blends nostalgia and simplicity, tying into the room's holiday rhythm with understated elegance. Layered throw blankets in cream, cranberry, and sage invite you to settle in. They drape effortlessly over the sofa, creating texture and softness. Jonathan's layering brings depth and comfort, building a setting that feels lived in and deeply welcoming. Above a console table, a gallery wall of framed vintage holiday cards brings heartfelt personality to the room. These sentimental touches add a sense of story, connecting the home's present-day warmth with cherished memories of seasons past. A reclaimed wood coffee table sits in the center, styled with mercury glass ornaments in a dough bowl and a flickering candle. It reflects the glow of nearby lights and creates a calm, rustic centerpiece that gently anchors the space. At the hearth's edge, woven baskets overflow with knit pillows and throws. This arrangement isn't just for storage, it's part of the layered textures that bring comfort, warmth, and seasonal beauty into every corner of the room. The Christmas tree stands softly in the background, dressed in burlap ribbon, wooden ornaments, and warm white lights. It's neutral, graceful, and perfectly in tune with Jonathan's cozy holiday aesthetic, proving festive can also be timeless. Beside the tree, a tall farmhouse hutch reveals shelves lined with ironstone, vintage cake stands, and twinkling fairy lights. Jonathan's love for collected pieces shines here, blending elegance with rustic charm in a way that feels both festive and refined. Tucked in a corner, a cocoa bar adds sweetness to the scene. Enamel mugs, peppermint sticks, and holiday tins rest on a rustic cart, turning a small space into a moment of cozy indulgence for the season. Beneath your feet, layered rugs add warmth and grounding. Jute paired with vintage wool brings texture and history underfoot, while tying every room element together in true Jonathan Knight fashion, natural, functional, and endlessly inviting. At the windows, soft linen curtains tied with pinecone garlands filter winter light. Glass bottles and candles on the sill evoke calm. Here, simplicity becomes luxury, and every detail enhances the serene farmhouse spirit. Resting against the wall, a vintage sled becomes seasonal decor. Draped with a plaid throw and adorned with greenery, it adds nostalgia and rustic texture, transforming an old object into a warm holiday memory. A wooden ladder leans beside the hearth, each rung holding a stocking stitched in flannel and cable knit. This repurposed piece brings height and holiday tradition into focus with understated grace. Next to the sofa, a wooden crate stacked as a side table holds old books, a candle, and bundled cinnamon sticks. This quiet corner shows how the smallest details contribute to a layered, welcoming atmosphere. A trio of lanterns glows near the fireplace, each filled with flickering candlelight and framed by evergreen sprigs. Their warmth echoes through the room, casting cozy shadows that dance with the fire's soft light. On a nearby table, a vintage bowl filled with dried oranges, pine, and cinnamon carries the scent of the season. Even fragrance becomes part of the experience in Jonathan's farmhouse holiday home. Above the mantel, a gilded mirror reflects twinkle lights and evergreen branches. Time-worn and elegant, it opens the room with light and history, an element that ties together tradition and understated glamour. A built-in bench under a wide window offers the perfect reading spot, with plaid cushions and faux fur inviting you to linger. Natural light filters in, highlighting the soft textures that define this retreat. Look up to the ceiling beam, where twine and pine cones drape in a garland. The organic detail adds texture and depth to the room's upper space, pulling your eye upward into the beauty of the structure. Beside the fireplace, a wood pile is neatly stacked. Birch logs and iron accents offer both function and rustic appeal, reminding us that Jonathan's farmhouse is as practical as it is beautiful. A small stool supports a stack of vintage holiday books, topped with wooden beads. This storytelling vignette celebrates history and quiet joy, nestled into a space made for memory and wonder. Soft faux fur rugs bring warmth to the floor, layered over wide planks of aged oak. They add a cozy softness to every step, proof that comfort in Jonathan's home is both visual and tactile. Brass wall sconces flicker with candlelight, each adorned with clipped greenery tied in velvet ribbon. This simple elegance glows along the walls, adding rhythm and sparkle to the room's warm tones. On a wooden shelf, milk glass vases filled with red berries bring life and color to the neutral palette. The pop of crimson feels festive yet balanced, offering cheer without overwhelming the space. A wooden tray hosts a quiet moment, plaid mugs, tea tins, and cinnamon resting beside a linen chair. This seasonal pause reflects Jonathan's gift for combining function and beauty, even in the smallest corner. In the guest room, a black iron bed dressed in a red and white quilt welcomes winter visitors. A cedar wreath above the headboard and a trunk at its foot add depth, charm, and holiday comfort. We end in a reading nook, a wingback chair, vintage novels, and a pine-scented candle rest beneath warm light. This final space wraps up the journey with peace, proving that holiday beauty lives in quiet, thoughtful details. From vintage sleds to glowing lanterns, Jonathan Knight's Farmhouse Holiday Makeover proves that timeless beauty lives in the details. If these ideas warmed your heart, please like the video, subscribe to Vita Vetus, and share your favorite moment in the comments. We'd love to hear from you.